Ciao guys, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you.
I will first briefly ask you to introduce yourself, and then in the bowl in front of you, I have some questions for you.
Always ladies first.
Yes, hello. I am Megan. I'm from Southern California, and I'm here doing my experience abroad with Italianforawhile in Milano.
Hi, I'm Josh. I'm from Texas. I did my experience abroad last year and still continuing that experience today with IFA as well. All right, first question's yours.
All right. If a friend back home says, I don't need an experience abroad, what would you tell them?
I have so many friends from back home who definitely need an experience abroad, but I think the simple answer would be, why not? Because you're never going to gain more information about yourself or kind of get out of your comfort zone from where you live your whole entire life. As Americans, we kind of get sucked into that trap. So I would say definitely go do it.
Yes. Yeah, I would say go for it. Don't overthink it. And if you're questioning doing it, then you're overthinking it.
Right, exactly.
So just go for it, and you're going to grow so much, and just like their experiences you would never have.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
I mean, why would you not want that?
No, exactly. You're basically making yourself at a disadvantage by not doing it.
Yes, definitely.
All right. What do you think your gap experience abroad would have been different if you had gone to another Italian city?
I was deciding between Rome and Milan at first, and so I guess specifically with that, I think it would be different. I mean, something that comes to my mind first is just Milan's so easy to get around. So I feel like I've been able to see a lot more things and a lot more up north places, whereas I think if I was more central, like Rome, I could do more central, southern, like I haven't even thought about going like to south,
Right.
because it's just further.
It's so far.
Although Italy's still
But it's
like,
so
Italy
close.
fits in California, so it's really,
Yeah.
it's like far, but it's so close. So I think traveling, like, I'm traveling more like locally
Right.
up north. Yeah.
No, I completely agree. I chose Turin for my experience abroad, and I think the same way is like there were so many opportunities to pick other cities, but I kind of wanted a big city but a small city, and then I was like, well, now I'm in the north of Italy, and like you, it's been like it's so hard to feel like to go south. I do know that the program you can choose other cities because obviously now I'm in Milan, but I definitely think the city I chose just kind of felt more like me. It felt more like home. Turin kind of felt like Colorado a little bit where I was living before. So I don't think I would have chose a different city. I think it was perfect. But I agree that no matter which one you choose, there is that little mouse in the back of your head that's like, well, what if we did this one or this one? It's like you can still go there.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it's just a train away. It's not like you have to take a whole European adventure from America again. So
Yeah.
I think it's pretty simple.
For sure. Yeah. Okay. What's something about Italy that annoyed you at first, but now you secretly love?
I think this is very much a common tourist thing as Americans, but just when things are open and closed. So it's a little bit of an adjustment sometimes being like, oh, I don't eat lunch at noon. We eat lunch at 2 to 3 or 4, and dinner's not at 6 or 7. It's at 10 or 11 after aperitivo time, and it feels like you're just kind of eating all day long, but it really kind of helps make the day go by a little bit. But I definitely say just the way things are opening, because like in America it's a very go in the morning. Things are open at 6, 7, 8 in the morning, whereas here people are very slow to get their mornings going, but then towards the end of the day it's really starting to pick up, which it's a big switch from American culture, I can think, for most people.
Yeah, that's a good one. I would definitely agree with that. I would say in my apartment, it's very like minimalistic. Like there's not all these extra tools, and like I don't even have a cutting board, so I've just been cutting on a plate.
That's a good one, yeah.
And it's funny because I have a friend back home who just cuts on a plate, but she has some Italian heritage, so I'm like, maybe that's where it came from. So just like the simplicity at first kind of frustrated me. But now I definitely, like, I enjoy it. It's
Right.
just,
From the materialistic
Yeah.
Americans that we are, it's like
yeah, like having
night and
so
day.
many things.
Yeah.
And now it's just all, like, I have what I need and that's enough.
Yeah, I mean, my first apartment, I had barely anything, and then the second one, it was like the other way around, like you're saying, where it was so minimalist and it was nice. It's
Yeah.
it's freeing.
Definitely. Yes.
And we do have cutting boards.
No cutting boards in Italy. All right. Did being in a relationship / being single influence your experience abroad in ways you didn't expect?
Well, I
I
got,
know, tough hitting questions.
I know. I got engaged right off the bat. Literally my first day here. And so, I guess going into my experience being engaged was not what I was, when I was first planning this a couple years back, was not what I was expecting.
Right.
So that definitely changed, I think, how things have played out, but I mean, for the better. And yeah, so I've been, more in communication back home because of it, and but it's been good, different, but good.
I mean, congratulations again.
Thank
but it's the same thing with me. I think on the opposite facet of it, though. I was in a relationship, had gotten recently out of one. It wasn't necessarily the reason I spurned abroad, or people say they might be fleeing to go abroad. I had already planned on coming out here, and I think that being single, opposite to you, someone who's getting married, it's been very freeing. It's been able to kind of lead my own path and kind of not be reliant, but also be able to look home to family and friends who are like going through similar situations as well. I mean, it's definitely made my schedule a lot more free, which has allowed me to do a lot more, especially during my experience abroad, which I definitely think kind of contributes to that. If you're single or have a relationship, kind of, it may depend on the person. You may not go out as much, you may not meet people, but I mean, I was going out and meeting people in clubs and just having such a good time every day because I'm not really stressed about who is back home too. So I see both sides of it. I mean, it can go either way for you. So relationships are not a deal breaker in either way.
Yeah, just different experiences, and
Exactly.
Good.
Yeah.
What do you think would not have happened in your life if you hadn't come to Italy?
Oh, well, this is an amazing question for me. I had the opportunity over these Olympics to volunteer and be kind of in the thick of all the action for the last, I think, 18 days or something like that, which has been insane. I've met so many amazing people, I've met new friends from all over the world, had so many new experiences, and I've been able to kind of attribute most of that to this experience in Italy, because the exchange part of it, where I was able to learn a new language, learn new customs, and also have the opportunity to be here through my visa and all these things, pretty much completely opened the opportunity. Without that, I don't think I would have ever even imagined coming over here to be a volunteer. And just working with the athletes and working with all these people from so many places in English and in Italian, I mean, I don't think without IFA I would have even experienced it. So I truly think that was probably my biggest experience. So I mean, I have so many other answers in my head, but I think that one's just such a big one for me, because I mean, it's like once in a lifetime memory that I'll never forget. So
Yeah, that's good. I would say for me it would be just the amount that I have traveled and will continue to get to travel. I mean, the States is not connected to too many other countries, so being in Italy, it's just so easy to travel, and I absolutely love traveling, and so it's made it a lot easier. So that, and also meeting just other students and people from other countries, like from all over the world, has been awesome.
No, I completely. That would be my second answer as well. Just the ability to travel. I mean, I've gone on so many amazing vacations, and I wouldn't even call them vacations. I'd say just more like tourist stops along the way. Since, like you said, it's so easy, especially in Italy and in its neighboring countries. So I completely agree.
For sure.
Alrighty. What part of yourself did you discover in Italy that you didn't know existed? So that's a deep one.
That's
yeah.
a hard one. I think I would have to say how much I'm good with like change, and I feel like I've always kind of known that I'm like very flexible and can go with the flow, but I would say even more so like
Being conscious of it.
Conscious of it, and just being able to adjust so quickly to like living in a new country, the time change, and just like adjusting to like this different lifestyle.
I mean, it can be scary at first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would say like just how kind of easily I was able to jump into this new
Right.
way of living. Yeah.
I mean, I completely agree. I think it's the same for me as well. Like, I learned more about my own sense of leadership internally and how I'm able to, like you said, kind of flow and ebb with the changing winds here, especially because it's constantly changing. There's
Yeah.
always something new to do and somewhere new to go, someone new to meet. And that's can come with a lot of anxiety sometimes. Like if you're maybe not as extroverted of a person, or you're super introverted of a person, those kind of like yin and yang balances you kind of get a little bit more out here. I think that like at first I'm very much an extroverted person, but I've learned how to be introverted a little bit, or vice versa. It's like you said, just kind of changing a little bit with it. Yeah. Being open to the change, I guess.
Yeah. Right. If your experience abroad had a title, what would it be?
Whew, that's a great question. I'm thinking of movie titles in my head to kind of to jump off point, but I think it would have to be The Grand Adventure, because not only have I learned, like we said, about ourselves, I've learned so much about the world as a whole and how interacting with all these people, and that is an adventure in itself. And so learning how to kind of move with grace and not be stepping on people's toes as Americans tend to do. I think that in itself has been the most exciting adventure, and I think Grand Adventure's got me beaten at the moment. Maybe I'll think of another one, but
Grand Adventure. Okay.
kind of like The Great Escape, but almost opposite.
That's good. I would say New Beginnings.
Amazing.
Being engaged, getting married soon, and then also I'm changing careers. So that's a whole new beginning, living in a new country, just a lot of new beginnings. So as simple as that, yeah.
Hey, I think that's a great answer. So, and a new start too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. What almost broke your comfort zone, but ended up shaping you the most?
I think having to just like step out and speak Italian to, people when I'm shopping or at the supermarket, and just like knowing that it's okay to mess up, and that definitely like took me a little bit out of my comfort zone at first, because naturally I just want to speak English to people, but
comfortable.
Because it's comfortable. And so I think taking that step and being like, okay, I'm gonna speak Italian, and if I mess up, it's okay. Like they'll understand, and they're always so nice about it. So,
Right.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I agree. I think mine's kind of similar in that fact as well, as like this language barrier. But I think for me, the facet of it that was kind of shaped me the most is I've always felt like to be the smartest person or do this in the room. And when you're here and you're speaking a new language, you don't want to also sound like the stupidest person in the room either. So it's very finding that fine line of comfort plus anxiety by just like saying words and hoping that the person understands you, and you don't just feel like, oh wow, I'm this crazy lunatic talking to some random person on the street, which I don't know, can feel a little scary. So
Definitely. Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely crazy. So
When did you first realize you were changing as a person?
oh wow. I mean, I'm a scientist, so I think we're always evolving. But I think for me, the biggest change that was actually realized here was towards the end of my experience, because when you have that thought of, oh, I'm going home, I'm going back to my comforts and the things I'm used to, you kind of miss this new, exciting, like, scary world that's out there. And for me, I think the thing that I changed the most was just being able to realize that it's gonna be okay. Like, I don't need to be as stressed and worried as I thought I needed to be about everything being perfect or done correctly. And I think that's a lot of the pressures that America brings onto us as well. So I think that change came very, very late for me. I mean, I was definitely feeling it throughout, but I didn't realize it until the end. That, like, I have become a new person. I have new tics and new quirks and new things that I like, and that would have been without the exposure of coming over here. So
yeah, it really, like, shows a new part of you. Yeah,
yeah,
brings
exactly.
it out. Yeah. I would say, I realize you were changing as a person.
Such a hard question.
I know. I feel like I have a few, but
give us
mine's
all of them
blanking
now. Because I mean, like, I think the realization for me too towards the end wasn't necessarily like a aha moment. It was more of like oh, I'm actually finding a new sense of comfort, or a new sense, like, the feelings were different in the sense where it's like, oh, normally I didn't like to read books, or I didn't like to do these things that I would have never even tried if I wasn't out here by myself. So I think like that was the realization in itself, that I can do these things that seem tough or hard, but it may not feel tough or hard. Like, there's a mentality shift, I guess.
Yeah, and I would say, like, having to, back home, I feel like I was always trying to plan ahead, like, years in advance. And I think just realizing that, like, it's okay to not do that, and realizing that when I do that, things change anyway.
Right.
And so I think, like, personally, knowing that, yeah, it's okay to not have everything figured out, just let it come and let it happen. And that's kind of, like, such a beautiful thing. And just seeing things work out.
Right.
And just seeing that happen, it has made me be like, okay, like, I don't have to have everything planned out.
Yeah. Life doesn't have to be one master calendar. It can be just as simple as today. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, if you had to relive one single day of your experience in Italy, which one would it be? I think I know which one yours is going to be.
Yes, I mean, definitely getting the whole proposal, reliving that, and just when my fiance was here and just getting to spend time together and travel together too has been awesome. So I would definitely say that. Yes.
I mean, that's a cheat code, because obviously that's the best day.
Yes.
I think for me, I've had a lot of days that I'd love to relive here, starting with, like, my first 2 or 3 days when I got here, just like you, to some of these meetups that we've had along with other IFA students and other experiences, the Olympics. There's so many to pick and choose from. But I think for me, I every year I love my birthday. I'm kind of self-centered on that regard, but I think one of the biggest experiences I had came right after was our first little meetup, because I had been alone for my birthday for the first time, and I don't want to relive that again, trust me. But we had this little meetup just right after, and everything about it was so much fun. I got to meet all these new people, see this beautiful place in Cinque Terre, all these amazing things, Sessi Levante. And it was just, I'm just reliving it in my mind right now, because it was so special, because some of those people I met became friends that I'm now very close to. And so I think without that day, I would have had a different outcome for some of my other trips. So I think I would definitely relive that one again. And I definitely recommend it to you. So go to Sestri. It's insane.
I want to. Yeah, hopefully. What's something you struggled with during your experience abroad that you didn't necessarily see coming?
Well, I am very dyslexic when it comes to reading sometimes. So I didn't realize how hard it was going to be to necessarily, like, kind of get into the reading of Italian at first, but then was able to kind of overcome that. So I think that one of the biggest things for me was the fear of not knowing I could do it, and then realizing that, hey, I'm able to do this. Like, it's actually a little bit easier to read in Italian, even though I'm not maybe necessarily understanding everything, but it was a big struggle in those first couple months because you don't know all the words, you don't know how to pronounce things, you're trying to think it out loud and speak it out loud in your brain, and it can be a struggle and a very, like, a big pushback to be like, okay, I'm sitting in class, it's my turn to popcorn read, like back in second or third grade, and you're like, okay, well, what does this word say, or what does this word mean, and have everyone it kind of feels like the embarrassing kid in class sometimes. So I definitely feel that reading Italian was a big struggle at first. I mean, definitely over the months it got a lot easier, but I think for me that was quite definitely the hardest part. And you want to just Google Translate everything, but you need to like kind of struggle through it. So
yeah, the struggling through it like makes the outcome better.
Exactly.
And it sticks in your head more.
Right.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
It comes more naturally. Yeah. I would say also having to do with language, like just listening has been really hard. Like when the teacher's speaking and like knowing what the instructions are to what we're about to do, that's definitely been a struggle. And yeah, I think I've never really been in a class setting other than the little bit you do in high school, which isn't too super serious, and I didn't really care. It's just like that new class setting, it all being in Italian, was definitely a struggle. I just didn't really realize, but it's like, it's so good. And I
mean,
love
day
it.
one's like climbing Everest, and then day 10, it's like, okay, we're just a molehill now. So like, exactly, the struggle can be very daunting at first. All right, our final question. What's one fear you had before coming to Italy that now feels silly?
I think the like getting around and feeling safe maybe. I've always felt so safe everywhere I go, and the transport's like, now that I have the hang of it, I mean, I did have a few mess ups in the beginning going the wrong direction, but now that I've gotten it under control and like I understand it, it's so easy now. And recently, I would say within the last few weeks, I can go certain places without a map, and that's like awesome.
That's amazing. Sometimes I still need the map too, and it's like, yeah.
So the transportation, like getting that down, and I just felt very accomplished when I did that. So.
Hey, I mean, that's a tough hill to climb for sure. I think for me, my biggest fear when I first came out here was the fear of loneliness. Like, I'm not going to meet anyone. I'm going to be just kind of stuck in Italy by myself now versus I have the support system back home. But I think it was really easy to overcome just because I put myself out there. And I mean, yes, I am kind of an extrovert, but even us extroverts still struggle to not feel lonely sometimes because you just don't want to feel like you're excluded from a group because of a language barrier or because of a cultural or because I'm the Texan American that everyone always has this stereotype of you. So I think that was a big fear, is being an American kind of trapped alone in Italy, with obviously like navigation, all those things as well. But I think once you kind of settle into your own a little bit, it does start to feel silly because it's like those things were going to be there regardless. Like letting them dictate it, how your experience is going to be, isn't going to get you any further. So I would definitely say I felt the feel of loneliness or being isolated as an American was really just like so silly after a while, because when you're here as a foreigner, you're just a foreigner. It doesn't matter where you come from. Like they're still very accepting and like welcoming as like the nanas and everyone just like, please come in our shop and like talk to me in whatever language you can muster up. So it's like, okay.
So nice. Thank you so much, guys.
Amazing. Thank you so much for having us.
I hope you had a little bit of fun. I surely did, listening to you and your beautiful answers. So thank you again. Bye-bye.
Of course. Thank you.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao.